Yes, there were times.
Yes, there were times.
I'm sure you knew.
I'm sure you knew.
When I bit off more than I could chew. But through it all. When there was doubt. I ate it off and spit it out. I faced it all. And I stood tall. And did it my way.
Mistakes, I've made a few, but then again, too few to mention.
All right.
You know, Elvis, I'll bet it's fun to be you.
Well, I'm just a singer, sir. But I mean, you're the most important man in the world. I mean, to sit here behind this desk and... Hey, do you think, Can I just sit in your chair, sir?
No, that wouldn't be a good idea. If Haldeman came in and saw that, he'd want to sit there, too.
Oh.
Now, Elvis, I'm running into another meeting, so let me just say this. My administration would welcome your help in fighting drugs, but we have no such thing as a federal agent at large.
Was all right, sir. You know, just being in the same room with you is so inspiring. I'm thinking maybe I should do more than just fight drugs. Or maybe I should just quit entertainment and go into politics. Well, like Governor Reagan. And maybe become governor of Tennessee. And who knows, you know, one day, run for president myself. You know, with all my fans, I'll bet I could win.
Now, Elvis, I know we're both here for the same reason. We both love America. We are America. But Elvis, you've reached something few mortals on this planet will ever know. You transcend politics. You're loved by billions of people worldwide. But you risk that love in politics. You have to make the tough decisions, and that makes people angry. They start to hate you. They protest outside your window. Those bastards in the liberal media ridicule you on a daily basis. You want to be able to crush them like mosquitoes on a windshield. But fortunately, we have a Bill of Rights, so you do nothing. Now, after a lifetime of being loved by all your fans, do you really want to expose yourself to all of that?
Well,
no, you don't. You can help your country and your president by remaining who you are, the king of rock and roll, an example of the good side of a drug-free America, and help by joining the president's war on drugs.
Well, sir, yeah, you know, I guess maybe you're right. But if I'm going to truly help the country with this drug problem, I do need one thing from you.
Anything, name it.
I need to be named a real federal marshal for drug enforcement, sir, with a real badge now. Okay, not any of that honorary business.
Absolutely. In fact, I think it's a swell idea. When the children of America see that Elvis Presley is sanctioned to fight drugs, well, they'll think twice about turning off themselves.
Well, thank you very much, sir. Oh, I'm going to do a lot of good work with this.
Well, just be sure you don't lose your credibility.
Sir, this is the proudest day of my life. You know, I just wish my mama was alive to see this. I mean, being here in the White House with the President of the United States appointing me a U.S. Marshal. Thank you, sir.
Let's take some photos.
What can you say? What really goes on inside the White House is absolutely terrifying.
Rosemary, would you send in Ollie?
Well, sir, would you take a minute to also meet my bodyguards?
Oh, of course. Rosemary, the bodyguards, too. Let's pose over here by the flag.
Oh, okay.
By the way, Elvis, did you ever mess around with Marilyn Monroe?
No, sir.
The Kennedys did, you know. Hoover played me the tapes.
Well, you know, I wish I had a tape recording of this meeting here. You know, so I could play it to my wife and to my little daughter.
Tape recording meetings. Ollie, I thought we'd pose here in front of the flags. You know, Elvis, I hope you don't mind my saying so, but you dress kind of strange, don't you?
Well, Mr. President, you got your show and I got mine.
Elvis got his badge, Nixon got his photo, and neither man made any use of either one. By 1972, Elvis's marriage had ended, and Nixon's plumbers unit had made its less than elegant entry into the Watergate Hotel. And thus began personal plummets for both men, from which neither fully recovered.
In the end, Richard Nixon had once again risen like a phoenix, to be hailed as an elder statesman. If you live long enough, you see everything.
I miss him. I wish he were still here. I wish he was still playing Las Vegas. Does that mean I'd have to rethink my act?
Whatever else you think of them, just ask yourself, how different would America and the 20th century have been had we been denied the presence of Richard Nixon and of Elvis Presley? Oh, and as befits the president and the king, that famous photograph of them together is the single most requested item at the Nixon Library at Yorba Linda. Hail, hail, rock and roll.
You blues, I heard the news. There's good rocking tonight. All right, go, James, do it. Yeah. All right. We're gonna rock. We're good rocking tonight. Yes, rock. There's good rockin' tonight. We're gonna rock all of our blues away. Have you heard the news? There's good rockin' tonight. Have you heard the news? There's good rockin' tonight. I'm gonna hold my baby as tight as I can, 'cause tonight she'll know I'm a mighty body man. I heard the news. There's good rockin' tonight. Way down now. We're gonna take it down tonight. Everybody grab a hold of you, baby. Why? Oh, come on now, do it right. Rock all our blues away. Well, have you heard the news? Where's good rockin' tonight? Just have you heard the news? There's good rockin' tonight. But I tell you what you do, hold your baby tight.
Good night, fellas.
See you, Al. Good night, man.
Have
We
you left
enjoyed
the
it.
building yet, man?
Yeah, night, Al.